So, how long do you think we'll be here? I'm not talking to you.
You know what? We are so screwed!
Thought you weren't talking to me.
Oh my god, you guys, it's finally here. The day has arrived. One of the most successful toy franchises of all time has made it to the big screen for the 9th time in 40 years, and the 2nd time in just under 2 years. You remember Rise of the Beasts?
You've been inside me.
Yeah, that happened. Transformers 1 is the second fully animated Transformers movie. The first being 1986's Transformers the Movie, animated in a traditional 2D style based on the original cartoon, just with a much bigger budget and a lot of scarring memories for children. As a totally underdeveloped man-child, I decided the best thing I could do was pay full price to see this movie early. So, for a very affordable $28 and change, I can't imagine why movie theaters are dying, I was off to see it in IMAX. Going into the movie, I had some initial reservations because when I saw the first trailer, the style of animation was very contemporary to me in a way that is not something that I'm looking for in a Transformers movie. However, after seeing it with a loaded audience of fans, I did walk away having had a great time watching this movie. Bear in mind, I'm somebody who grew up with the original Transformers, so part of this is in my DNA. And definitely based on some previous entries to the live-action films, I would say we were all longing for a really good and successful Transformers movie. The movie works on a lot of levels. One, it's nice to look at, it's fun to watch. If you are a die-hard fan of Transformers, there's a million references and little Easter eggs that you will catch and enjoy. And if you're somebody who knows absolutely nothing about Transformers, it is a perfect jumping off point to get into the franchise. This is a brand new retelling of things we've already seen before that just unfold in a brand new and exciting way. If you wanted to go into this movie and have a frame of reference of what we are referring to, I'd say the best thing to do is check out the original episode called War Dawn from the G1 animated series, and you'll know what all of this is referring to, but it will still come as a surprise to you in fun and exciting ways. Of all the Transformers movies, this one is by and far the least violent. There are several deaths, and there is some violence, because after all, it is robots shooting and punching each other, as we all know. However, this movie does have a lot more heart, and it has a lot more morality than some previous entries, and there is a lot more depth and detail to the characters and the origins and what makes them tick and why they become the people that we know later on. All that said, this Transformers movie is probably the most appropriate for a young audience if you're concerned about showing something very violent to a little kid. This one actually has a lot to say in terms of good and evil. And hey, if your kids enjoyed the Mario Brothers movie, you should definitely show them this one because it has a lot more going in terms of a story and a script. The people working on this movie clearly love Transformers, and it pours into every frame, every line, every moment, every scene. If I was to say there was one negative about this movie, it would be there are a few moments in the development of Megatron's character where I felt the script rushed things along faster than it would have naturally happened, because they're trying to get Megatron to a place where we know him, and that's without me trying to spoil too much of the story. That being said, the voice performances of the characters are outstanding. I am somebody who is a diehard for the original Megatron and the original Optimus Prime voice, but I must say these two are very well cast together. If you're a diehard Transformers fan, I would say this is definitely one you're going to want to check out on the big screen. And if you're just somebody who loves movies or animation or fun action sci-fi stuff, this is one worth your time and worth your money. So I would say if this was to continue, and the movie does set itself up for a future and additional installments, I can honestly say that I hope the movie is successful enough that we get to see more in the future. So please let me know what you think of this review and this video. If you check out the movie and you want to share your thoughts, come back to the comments and let me know. The movie is loaded with Easter eggs and spoilers, and this is the best I could do without ruining it for any of you. So maybe once you've all had a chance to see it, I might do another video and we can pick the whole thing apart for fun. In the meantime, I have another video coming up very shortly, so keep an eye out for Leo Watches Transformers, Season 2, Episode 28, The Core. Unlike Transformers 1, this episode is not very good. But that doesn't mean we're not going to have fun taking the piss out of it like we always do. In the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.